Quarantine workouts, lockdown exercises. Who would have thought in 2020 we would have such a term? But with the disease here and most of us not able to hit the gym, we're not able to use our favorite lifts to conserve our strength. The only solution we've had has been watching endless push-up videos on social media, and we maybe attempted them once. But this is not a solution at all. For starters, if you're physically weak and unable to perform a single push-up exercise, you are normally out of the equation. And if you're already strong, doing sets of 60 push-ups is probably not going to do much for you except for making you a sweaty mess. In this video, I will explain to you what you can do to have a workout that will work for your specific level. Welcome to Fit People. In this channel, it is my goal to share with you the knowledge I've learned throughout the years about fitness to help you become the professor of your own fitness. If that sounds like something you would be interested in, subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you will never miss a lesson. Now, let's get back to the video. Let's turn it into chunks so that it's easier for you to follow and navigate, and so that you can skip around to the sections that you think you would need more. In the first section, I will explain about the exercise progression from beginner to advanced, so that you can choose the one that is most suitable for you. In the second section, I will show you a demo of each exercise and how you should correctly perform them. In the third section, I will give you a program layout and a new method that I'm sure 99% of you have never heard of before. And you will be pleasantly surprised to see how easy it is to perform the program compared to the challenges that you have been doing. Sounds good? Let's go. Now you might be asking, why not do a normal push-up or a normal squat? And for the beginners, it's quite easy to answer. Beginners are not physically strong enough to do a normal push-up or even sometimes a squat. But if you're a beginner and you stick with this video, in 1 month's time, you will be able to do all of those if you do the exercises that I will tell you to do in this video. And for stronger people, you know that most of the productive training that you do has to be in the 1 to 10 rep range. And I'm sure most of you can give me examples of strong athletes who have only used bodyweight exercises, but I assure you that they have not made it there with only doing normal push-ups and a lot of reps. They will make the exercise more challenging for them so that they can stay in the 1 to 10 rep range. You will select one of these exercises that you can only do 5 to 10 reps of. And when you select them, you will only do half of the repetition that you can normally do. And the reason for that is going to be explained in the third section. The exercise of choice for our upper body is the push-up and its progressions. With all the push-up exercises, there are some things to consider. 1. When performing the exercises, instead of passively giving in to gravity, actively pull yourself down by squeezing your muscles. 2. When going down, place your forearm in a way that it makes a 90-degree angle with the deck. This is the safest position for your joints and gives the best results. To keep this angle, when you start the exercise, instead of only going down, you will be going down and forward. 3. Make sure to squeeze your elbows in to keep them glued to your body. Do not flare your elbows out. 4. Lock your shoulder blades before starting the exercise by shrugging back and down. Keep your shoulder blade locked throughout the exercise. 5. When you're pushing up, think of pushing with your armpits. This cue will help you to stay tight. The first exercise we will start with in the progression is a knee push-up. To perform it, get to a plank position, making a straight line from your head to your ankle. Now while staying straight, put your knees on the ground. This lets you carry only your upper body weight, which is roughly 50% of your weight. Follow the general push-up tips. Do not flare your elbows out. Next up is an explosive knee push-up. When you're pushing yourself up, explode so that your hands leave the deck for a split second. Catch yourself gently and go back down so that your wrists are not absorbing all the impact. For the next progression, you will go down with all of your body weights, and in the down portion, you will put your knees on the ground and push up. This way, you will be carrying all of your weight when you're going down, and you will be carrying only half of your weight when you're going up. Next up is the normal push-up. For the normal push-up, start from the plank position and follow the general push-up tips. Make sure to keep your elbows glued to the body. The next progression is knee archer push-ups. In this variation, you will straighten out one arm and use it for support as you use the other arm for pushing yourself up. The straighter your support arm, the less help you get from it. Work your way up to a straight arm before moving up to the next progression. Next in line is a full archer push-up. This gets us ready to move to the ultimate one-arm push-up. The final progression is the one-arm push-up. To perform the one-arm push-up, get to a plank position. Place your feet wider than shoulder width. The wider you go, the more support you will have and the easier it is going to be. Now take off one arm, take a deep breath, squeeze yourself down until your chest almost hits the deck with your shoulder parallel to it, and explode up. Remember, for it to count, you need to go down all the way till your chest almost hits the deck. If you get to this level starting from the knee push-up, send a video of your progress to me and I will shout you out and feature you in one of my upcoming YouTube videos. The lower body exercise we use is the squat. If you're not strong enough to do a bodyweight squat, start by squatting to a chair and getting up. Pick a chair that puts your hip crease below your knee joint when you sit down on it. If you're not strong enough, start from a higher chair and work your way down. Next up is the bodyweight squat. To perform it, place your feet just slightly wider than your shoulder width and put your toes out to make a 30-degree angle. And go down while tracking your knees with your toes until your kneecap is just below the hip crease. When you explode up, keep your knees in line with your toes. Next, you will normally sit on a chair and use one leg to get up. The one-legged squat is called the pistol squat. Do it for both legs. Holding your toes or holding a light weight in front of you helps with your balance. Next up, you will do a full pistol squat to a chair. Pick the height that is comfortable for you and work your way down. Now you're ready for pistol squats. The balance aspect is going to challenge even the strongest powerlifters. I have squatted 560 pounds in competition and these still challenge me. If you get comfortable while doing pistols, you can add weights. Here I am using a 45-pound water dispenser. The moving water provides an extra challenge with the balance. Now it is time to tie it all up together. The program that we will use is called GTD, which is short for Grease the Groove. This program allows us to do higher amounts of work while making sure that we are not getting fatigued. To talk about the program, we first need to know about the 3 F words. The first F is fresh. We want to be fresh and strong throughout the day, even after doing our set. So we will do only half of what we can do, so we have more gas in the tank to use throughout the day. So as an example, if you can do 10 reps of a push-up, you will do only 5 or 4. And you can do only 3 reps, you will do 1 rep. The main differentiating factor of this method is that we use very long rest periods. I'm talking about at least 15 minutes. We know that in order to gain strength, we need longer rest periods. And powerlifters know this and they use 5 minutes or more between each set. For our program, we will shoot for anywhere between 30 minutes to 1 hour between each set that we're doing. And I don't want you to think about sets like you would normally do in the gym. I want you to think of each one of them as an independent event. The second F is frequent. And this means that we will be doing a lot of these sets and we will be doing them often. I'm talking about 10 to 20 sets, 6 days a week. Now, a critical factor to keep in mind about this is that you need to set a reminder for each of these sets. Because if you don't, you will miss one of these workouts and they are sure to add up very quickly. Third F is flawless, and that is your form. I want you to have a perfect form while you're doing each of these exercises. So if you do 3 perfect push-ups, it's much better than doing 5 with compromised form. With this, a sample program for a beginner would be doing 20 sets of 5 reps of knee push-ups, starting from 12 at noon, doing them every 30 minutes. Novices are able to do more sets because their sets are not heavy enough to stress their body beyond recovery. And they tend to get stronger much faster than people who are already strong. So if you're a novice, try doing this for 1 week, and the next week try to max out on knee push-ups. Prior to this, you would be able to do 10 reps. If you did anything more than 10 reps, that puts you in the next progression level, and you will start with the explosive knee push-ups now. For a strong power lifter, it could look like doing 10 sets of 5-rep one-arm push-ups. And stronger people need to test their maximums every 2 or 3 weeks. Thank you for watching my video. If you made it this far, make sure to smash that like button because it really helps with the YouTube algorithm, letting other people like you find my videos. I will be uploading one new video every week, so make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you never sleep in and miss the class. Any questions or comments that you have, make sure to leave them down below in the comment section blackboard, and I will make sure to read and respond to them. See you next time.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you love me.